Welcome back to my Transformers animated episode reviews. Today we're taking a look at the episode, This Is Why I Hate Machines. In this episode, the tables are turned when Captain Fanzone is transported to Cybertron, where he is surrounded by Autobots who are afraid of him. This episode begins with Ratchet trying to figure out Bulkhead's instructions for operating the space bridge. Kind of ironic considering that in the following series, Ratchet actually built their space bridge. Well, technically it's a ground bridge, but still. Captain Fanzone is looking for some help with some malfunctioning police drones when he is sucked into the space bridge, and Ratchet jumps in after him. Cut to Fanzone on Cybertron.
I'd be a happy man if I never saw another robot.
Well, then this must be a nightmare for him. Alright, grab yourself a snack or a drink, because we've got a ton of character cameos to go over here. Okay, you ready? So, in this first screen, starting from the left, this orange bot is called Furo? I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But Furo means ferret in Portuguese, which was G1 Bumblebee's name in Brazil. Yes, Bumblebee was called Ferret in Brazil. I don't know why they switched one animal name for another, but they did. Furo uses the very popular... Oh boy, am I really going to read this whole thing? Okay, here goes. He uses the very popular 65356-9292-346 body type, which is the... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Which is the barcode for Transformers Animated Deluxe Class Bumblebee's toy. So I literally just read a barcode. I feel like that guy in Reboot who read out a joke in Binary.
1001101.
Gets me every time. Okay, we've got to move on because that is literally the first guy here and we have a lot more to go. Next, we have Freeway, based on the G1 Throttlebot, who also uses the Cybertronian Bumblebee body type. Next is Lightbright, who we covered in the last video. She appears to be talking to Carrera, who was the Brazilian Portuguese name for Cliffjumper in G1. Then we have Huffer, followed by Sedan, who is a white repaint of Bumper. We then have Glyph, who I absolutely adore because she's so cute, but it's too bad that we only see her from behind. Speaking of which, I think the one we only see half a cheek of and a leg is Bumper himself, who in the next shot is now talking to Glyph as Powerglide walks by, who actually turns into some type of ground vehicle in this universe. Because in Animated, the only Autobots who can fly are Jetfire and Jetstorm. We can then see Tap Out just as Fanzone is almost stepped on by Grandus.
It's organic!
When the crowd runs away from Fanzone, we can spot Steeljaw and Zor, two cassette bots.
Is that everyone? What, you wanted more?
Well, I did forget to mention Chase. No, not the rescue bot Chase. The one based on the G1 Throttlebot. But yeah, I think that's everybody. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments if I missed anyone.
Ooh, step on it!
No bot stepping on anyone! Oh! He touched it!
Ratchet wants to go to McAdam's old oil house, which is a great nod to the interdimensional bar that occasionally shows up in fiction. Sadly, it's closed by the order of Sentinel Prime.
What is this scrap?
Language.
For your protection, all potentially subversive gathering places remain closed.
Whoa, hold on. Go back a second? Why and how is Megatron making that sexy face? As Ratchet rants about Sentinel's propaganda, we get another cameo by one of my favorite bots, Trax.
What are you looking at?
It's organic.
Aw, he's so cute! Bye, Trax. I love you. See you again in... well, apparently not until Robots in Disguise 2015. And that's an even smaller cameo than this one. Come on, Hasbro. When is Trax going to be in a Transformers cartoon again? Ratchet is confronted by Sentinel and the rest of the Elite Guard investigating a Transwarp energy signature.
So you expect me to believe Omega Supreme is still online and just floating somewhere over Cybertron?
Cue dramatic lightning. On board Omega Supreme, Lugnut exposits how they are now able to basically control him at will, save for the weapons. But they have Shockwave to take care of that. Ratchet and Fanzone escape from Sentinel and his crew by going into the sewers. Why do they have sewers on Cybertron? For oil leaks? But there they run into Shockwave, wielding Magnus's hammer. I didn't know that he was worthy of it. Meanwhile, Sentinel prepares to fire on Omega Supreme, and we see Fortress Maximus's main tower transform into a giant cannon. Down some sleazy alleyway, Ratchet and Fanzone play good cop bad cop with Rattletrap, aka Animated's version of Rat Trap. But at the Cybertron Central Infirmary, it turns out that Rattletrap gave them a bad keycard. Luckily, Jazz is on their side.
RC, it's me, Ratchet.
Thank you, Ratchet. You just saved me the effort of searching for her myself.
We gotta get her out of here.
Wait, did Ratchet grab Fanzone by his head? Oh, no, looks like he actually grabbed him by the back of his shirt collar, but still, it did look kind of funny. So, Corey Burton fights with himself for a while, until they eventually get to Magnus's bedside, where Ratchet uses his EMP generator to stop Shockwave from finishing him off.
I knew it.
But Sentinel distracts Ratchet, giving Shockwave the opportunity to grab RC and escape.
This is why I hate machines.
Title drop.
Certain machines more than others.
The Decepticons transwarp away, and Ratchet and Fanzone go back to Earth with the Magnus hammer. But they are followed by Jazz, who wants to hang out on Earth for a while. And Shockwave gives us an excuse to buy his toy again.
At long last I serve you, my liege, under my true colors.
I see your true colors, and that's why I love you.
Rise, Shockwave, my most loyal servant.
And we end this episode with RC, gazing down at the Earth, calling for Ratchet. So apparently she's conscious and remembers him. Well, this was a great episode of Transformers Animated. I love that we got so many cameos. That's kind of the advantage of doing 2D animation. You don't have to invest all that time and money into making a 3D model for everybody. If you have a character model sheet, they can be in the show. It was also really cool that we got an episode that was almost entirely set on Cybertron. And I liked that we got to see a tiny bit of what their culture is like. I would have loved to have seen more episodes set on Cybertron. Maybe just one where they're not fighting a war. Where they could just go dance at a club, or hang out at a bar, or go shopping, or whatever it is that Transformers do when they're not fighting other Transformers. Well, what about you? What did you think of this episode of Transformers Animated? As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all that other fun stuff. And I'll see you next week for the 2-part series finale of Transformers Animated, Endgame. Yes, it is the same name as the Avengers movie. And yes, we are sadly reaching the end of this amazing series. So, see you here next week for that.